everyone, this is Debs and this is your TGIF for Friday the 23rd of May 2025. I hope you're well. I feel a bit puffed. I've just been chasing Oscar away from pigeons outside. He's very naughty. He looks a bit like an oversized hamster. He's really fluffy at the moment. He's still got his winter coat. Anyway, guys, let's get into this reading. This is your Thank God It's Friday reading, okay? Moving into the weekend and into a new week. And I'm going to reverse the signs. Sometimes I do that. Otherwise, poor Pisces ends up being the last. So we're going to be starting off with Pisces to begin with for this particular set, okay? This is the Sanctus Concordia. Thank you, Michael. If you'd like a private reading, my website's down below. If you want to join the channel, the link is there too, and all the decks are listed. Without further ado, let's get into Pisces. Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Pisces, please? Friday, the 23rd of May, moving into the weekend and into a brand new week. I'm hearing someone say, I don't know how I feel, it's just different. All right. Pisces, you could be dating someone who's really not your usual type. You could find yourself in an area and you're not quite sure. I don't know, guys, you could have booked a cheapy.com type holiday and you got to the hotel. It's a bit strange inside. The decor's a bit weird. You may realise it's on the edge of a town or a city. It's not what you expect. It's okay. It's just not what you normally would enjoy, is what I'm hearing. Okay, all right, let's just get into this, Pisces. Ooh, 9 of Swords. A few sleepless nights. King of Wands. Pisces, you may not know how you feel. I think there's a King of Wands in your life. He could have just approached you. He may be very attractive, but you may be in your head about this. You may be a bit nervous. He's just about the passion. Lovers. You may wonder if he's got a choice between you and someone else. Ace of Cups. He's telling you he's looking for a relationship, but you're not quite so sure about this. It's as if you either don't trust him or don't believe him, or you still feel he may be sitting in a little bit of playing the field type energy. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Strength card. Leo. He could be a Leo. King of Wands. You're going to hold back to see how this unfolds, Pisces. You're very nervous. You're sat in the 9 of Pentacles. It's as if, well, I'm good. I'm sat in pre-Empress energy, male or female. You feel this is a bit risky with the Fool. He could be straight up an Aries. You feel this is a bit risky. He wants to work on this with the 8 of Pentacles. But you're wondering whether or not he's still sat in the 10 of Pentacles, or whether or not, Pisces, he's wanting to work on this because, I hate to say this, is he looking for a safe place to land? Does he see you sat in the 9 of Pentacles, pre-Empress energy, working damn hard, but because of that you're sitting in financial stability? Is this someone who is looking for a partner to sort of build with rather than someone to fall in love with, right? You're just a little bit nervous. Ace of Wands. I mean, the passion is there, guys. The passion is there. Okay, there may be a Tower moment, though. Yeah. Or are you realizing that he's coming in, telling you he wants a relationship to kind of get what he wants from you, maybe a few nights of passion, and then you're not going to see him again? Pisces, you're coming through as the pre-Empress and the Queen of Swords. 9 of Cups. You're calling him out here. The Queen of Swords is, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have to face a Tower moment in finding out that you just want to be indulged. Pisces, you don't trust this guy. 7 of Pentacles. Okay, it's because of the past. Either this is someone who you met before And this is someone who may have been married before, or they may have treated you like an option before. They may be coming back into your life and you're thinking, I don't know. Or Pisces, this could feel very similar to a situation you were in before with somebody else. And it's as if, oh Lord, I don't want to repeat that. This doesn't feel normal to you. It doesn't feel traditional to you. You may feel this person acts as if they're just a little bit too keen. You may wonder why. Something just doesn't feel right. Pisces, it just doesn't feel right. The Hermit, Virgo energy. You're going to pull back and do some thinking. Two of Wands, you are stood at crossroads. You're not sure about this. With the energy of the world, this ended previously. Page of Swords, there was a difficult message of truth. King of Pentacles, okay. Pisces, previously this person may have admitted they were married. They may be moving towards you to say, I'm single now. I'm hearing that song by Selena Gomez. Is it I'm Single Soon? Okay. But you may not believe them. Page of Wands, they're very flirty with you, Pisces. But Page of Pentacles, they may be very disappointed, Pisces. You may offer them friendship. It's as if I just don't know if this is right for me. Something about this, Pisces, is just not going to feel right. Could be that they don't want to talk about the previous connection they were in, or they may not want to take you to their workplace to meet their colleagues. They may be reticent to take you home. You know, if their parents or siblings are around, they're making every excuse under the sun. Yeah, no, sorry, we're redecorating. Or, yeah, mum and dad are really fussy about me bringing people home. There's going to be something about this that is going to be a red flag. I think, Pisces, to be safe, you're going to put them in the friend zone. Now, it's not to say this can't work out in the future, but you've got this person jumping towards you, acting as if they want to work on a long-term commitment, super keen. But with the Ace of Wands and the Tower, Pisces, you may feel they're not being totally upfront with you, a bit like that. Moving into the Hidden Truth Oracle, guys, can we just have a little bit more information for my Pisces? Thank you, Michael. You came closer than anyone. They do feel a very strong connection with you. You were the best thing in my life. So this is an ex coming back, guys. I'm becoming a better person, which means they're still sat in a little bit of shadow. But they are, I'm hearing, getting it. They're getting it. It's as if this person is trying to act with integrity. I don't react when people mention you. Interesting. Well, who are they talking to? Who are these people that they can't tell maybe about you? What would you want to say to them, Pisces, deep down? How are you feeling about this? All right, this person is on your mind a great deal. Okay. I want to tell you how I feel. Pisces, you want to get the truth out onto the table. Okay, I left when I saw you with someone. Okay. Pisces, forget that particular wording. You may have found out through the grapevine, or you may have done some research online and found out this person wasn't single when they dated you previously. You're not sure about this person. I lost myself for a little while. Pisces, you may have been completely besotted with this person in the past, to the point where you may not have seen the red flags, which is, I think, they weren't single previously. They're jumping back into your life, but what they don't realize, Pisces, is you've changed. You're much wiser. You now put up healthy boundaries. You may be not quite so gullible, to be honest. And this is someone who you're worried is wanting to take advantage of you in some way. I think, guys, very simply, you're going to put this person at arm's length. You're going to offer them friendship, and simply see how it goes. But if this person doesn't open up, if you feel there's something not right and they're elusive, you may decide to drop this, okay? All right, Pisces. So guys, we're moving to the sign of Aquarius. So Aqua, here we go, guys. Let's jump in and find out what may be happening for you over the next few days. So Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Aquarians? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, masculine or feminine. What do we have for Aquarius? Thank you, Michael. What do we have for Aqua? I'm hearing 1, 2, 3, 4. You may be ready to jump, or you could be feeling as if you're working in steps or stages somehow, Aqua. Okay. Ace of Cups. The Six of Swords. Ooh. Aquarius, somebody may be approaching you, wanting to move to calmer waters to start again. They could be sitting in the energy of the Fool, Aries energy. Three of Pentacles, they want to rebuild the foundation with you, but I feel previously they may have sat in the Seven of Swords. They may not have been honest with you before. Or it may well be Aquarius, you feel they are still connected to someone else. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. Three of Swords. Okay, Aquarius, there's a little bit of heartbreak here, guys. The Queen of Wands. Interesting. Okay. Five of Cups. Yeah, okay. Aquarius, you have someone coming back into your life. I feel that what they're telling you is, I want to rebuild this. I want to be with you. Let's patch things up. But you seem to be heartbroken about a Queen of Wands or a Queen of Pentacles. Now, if you were in a long-term commitment with this person, you might have been separated, thinking about divorce, but this person is jumping back into your life saying, no, I don't want a divorce. Let's start again. What you're heartbroken about is they were deceptive because they got involved with a Queen of Wands. It might be why this partnership ended to begin with. Pisces, if you are sat in the Queen of Wands, very attracted to this person, it may well be that you feel heartbroken because you believe they are still in a long-term commitment with a Queen of Pentacles. Whatever your situation, you may find it difficult to trust this. Oh, okay, Tower, Aries, Scorpio, Page of Wands. There's going to be a Tower moment. And I think, Aquarius, you are going to need to make a major decision. Oh my gosh, okay. I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh. We have a third woman in the mix. Queen of Cups. The Moon. Could be a Cancerian or a Pisces. Okay, okay. If you're a female in the mix, you may find out that a masculine here is basically jumping from woman to woman. Okay, he could have a long-term partner, he could have a friends of benefits, and this Queen of Cups is someone he may feel emotionally connected to. Whoever you are in the mix, the Tower moment is you are not the only person in his life, possibly by a long shot. So we could be dealing with an Aquarius masculine, or you could be an Aquarian woman sat in the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, or the Queen of Cups. I think someone here is facing Judgment Day for not being open and honest. Seven of Swords, Three of Pentacles, this is someone who likes to play the field, but pretends to these three women individually they are the only women in their life. This is a little bit tricky, guys. Okay. Yeah. Oh. We got a King of Wands. This is a smooth operator, okay? Eight of Swords. What he's getting worried about, though, is maybe these three women are coming to the realization that they're not the only women in his life. There are other women in his life. Temperance. He could be a Sag. He could be a Sag. I don't know. Star, we have Aquarian energy. Two of Wands. This could simply be masculine who doesn't know who he wants to be with. I've got to be honest. Wheel of Destiny. He wants to move into a new cycle. He may be ready to move into a beautiful partnership, but he doesn't know who he wants to be with. So rather than pegging this guy as the biggest player on earth he could be, it may well be that this is a guy who's separated from his wife, started a Friends with Benefits with the Queen of Wands, and then met a Queen of Cups that he felt a really strong emotional connection with. And this guy is just incredibly confused. He may know that the Queen of Pentacles is heartbroken because she may have found out about a Queen of Wands. He may feel that the Queen of Wands is not very happy with him because the Queen of Wands found out he was married. And now he's thinking about a Queen of Cups. But with the Moon, she may be very nervous, feeling as if he's keeping a secret, which he is. He's keeping two secrets. He's kind of got a Queen of Wands, Friends with Benefits on the side, and he may still be married. So for my Aquarian masculines, this could be you. You could have a decision actually between three women here. Or you could be an Aquarius woman sat in one of these Queen energies, all right? But let's see what the angels have to say, guys. What do the angels have to say to my lovely Aquarians? Thank you, Michael. Recovery. You have a chance of recovering a long-term situation with the Queen of Pentacles. You're trying to figure out deep down as to whether or not you really want to try and do that. You may know that you broke the heart of the Queen of Pentacles. Look for a sign. You're desperately looking for a sign as to who is right for you, you know? Who should I be with? You may feel that if you look for a sign, it's unlikely this Queen of Pentacles will take you back, right? If she found out you were cheating on her, Aqua, listen to your intuition. There may be a very strong spiritual connection with the Queen of Cups. You may be thinking about that. Be assertive. But she may be a little bit wary of you, Aquarius. She may have questions. Within the next few weeks, you want to make a decision. Okay, Aqua. I think I'm connecting with an Aquarian masculine who knows he's very attractive, sitting in the King of Wands. He knows that he could possibly bring his Queen of Pentacles back around. It would take some time. Patch up a marriage, maybe. He knows that this Queen of Wands is attracted to him, but she's losing interest because she's found out this guy is still married. And with the Queen of Cups, there's a very strong spiritual connection, but she may ask him to face Judgment Day because she may have had a Tower moment in the past, realizing he wasn't single. So she may be nervous if this is a woman he wants to go back to from the past. Aqua, if this is you, you've just got to use your intuition and make some kind of decision. Because you may find yourself a little bit emotional up in your head. You don't know what to do, and you need to ground yourself, okay? Moving to the sign of Capricorn. Okay, my beautiful Cappies, here we go. Firmly moving into the weekend. Oh, thank goodness it's Friday. Let's have a look and see what comes through. So Archangel Michael, what can Capricorn expect, please? Heading into the weekend and into a new week, what can Capricorn expect, please? Thank you, Michael. I'm hearing Britney Spears. Oops, I did it again, if I can speak. Oh, my throat chakra closed up then. Oops, I did it again. All right, Cappy. Are you falling for somebody that's not right for you again? Oh, I hope not. I hope not, guys. Page of Wands. Six of Cups. Capricorn, someone is reaching out to you from the past. Four of Cups. You don't know if you're interested, Cappy. Five of Pentacles. This is someone who left you out in the cold in the past. Queen of Wands. Okay. Capricorn, you may feel that you're worthy of far more in the nicest sense. I'm an attractive woman, right? I deserve to be treated better than I was before. Has this person changed? If Capricorn, you're a masculine, you may have had issues with a Queen of Wands who may not have known what she wanted. She may have left you out in the cold and she's reaching out again. But you're a bit nervous. It's as if, oh, okay, is she up to her old tricks again? You're not sure, Cappy. Let's just see. Let's just carry on. The Sun, enlightenment that this person is interested in you again. Two of Cups, enlightenment that this person still loves you. Enlightenment that they are looking for a very serious long-term commitment. Wow. And with the energy of the World, they want to start all over again. Now, for some of you, this person could have ended up moving forward with someone else, left you for someone else, and that relationship is ended. Or this is someone, Cappy, who may even have got divorced. The end of the Ten of Pentacles, right? Two of Pentacles. You don't know what to think about this. The Hierophant. Are they married or not? Is this person wanting to commit to me or not? The Moon. You're nervous, Cappy. Whoever you are in the mix, you feel this person may be keeping a secret. And that this person just wants to jump back into your life for some fun. The King of Pentacles. Okay. So, if you're sitting in the Queen of Wands energy, you may feel this guy is still married. King of Pentacles. And he just wants a quick fling. And you're thinking, yeah, no. If you're a masculine, you may have a Queen of Wands approach you who wants to take a leap of faith and a risk with you, who wants to be with you, but you may feel this is risky because either this is a woman who's still married, Hierophant, or this is someone, Capricorn, who messed you around big time before, and what you're thinking about is, yeah, no, I don't think I want to go back there. It's a bit frustrating for you. You're trying to figure out what's really going on in this person's life. Are they still married, for instance? Have they grown up? Are they ready to mature? Are they going to mess around with other people? You don't know. You feel it's a risk. You're sitting in a lot of nervous energy here. Underneath the deck, Caps, we have the Six of Wands. You may feel quietly victorious. This person has come back because they are saying to you they want a serious relationship. They want to work on the Four of Wands, okay? They may want to talk about living together. They want to move forward into a beautiful new cycle with you, but I don't know. I mean, I don't want to rain on your parade, Cappy, but you're sat in the Eight of Swords thinking, I'm not sure about this. First of all, Caps, this has been a long time coming. You may not have heard from this person for quite a while. Second of all, with the energy of the Chariot, you don't know if this person is going to up and leave one day. You know? You don't know whether or not one morning you're going to wake up and realise they're just not there. There's something flighty about this person and it makes you nervous. I think, Caps, you just need to sit down and have a chat. I mean, you know, air your fears and worries and doubts. I mean, this is you literally saying to this person, look, I'm very attracted to you. I do still have feelings for you. It's a bit of a shock that you've come back to me. I didn't think you ever would. I didn't think that you'd ever want to try again with this. But from my point of view, this is a risk because of what you did before. So can I trust you? What's your true situation? Are you really looking for something serious and stable? Because if you're not, if you're just not sure, then I don't think I want to look at this again. Cappy, I think you've just got to take the bull by the horns and speak your truth, okay? Otherwise, you're going to be up in your head, dithering around, you know, do I really want this? Oh, I don't know, but it's a bit risky. You need the facts. You need the facts. And don't be afraid of asking this person some pretty straight questions. They may expect that you'd want to do that anyway, okay? Let's have a look and see what this person would want to say. What would this person want to say to Cappy? I look for you everywhere. So this is someone who may be in your area hoping to bump into you. I don't react when people mention you. Okay. Ooh, Capricorn, I hid who I really am from you. Guys, really? Okay, cards are jumping. You came closer than anyone. Okay, Cappy, they were not open and honest with you before. Male or female, they were not. And that's what you're nervous about. You're nervous about that. Yeah. All right. You may have just said to this person, Capricorn, look, we can be friends, but I just don't think I want to do this. Either you found out this person was married, or you felt this person just wanted to play the field. You may have suggested friendship. They may have sort of drifted away from you. They're coming back in a very assertive energy, Cappy, but they weren't honest with you before. And I think you're a little bit gun shy, you know? It's up to you though, guys. All right, so let's move now to the sign of Sagittarius. So how's it going, my Saggies? Let's jump in and find out what's going to be happening for you over the next few days. So Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Sagittarians, please? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. What do we have for Sag? What's going to be happening for my Saggies out there? Thank you, Michael. Happy Friday, Sag. Happy Friday, right? All right, let's see what's going on. Okay. Ooh, the King of Cups. Okay. And the Queen of Cups. Holy moly. All right, Sag, we have a couple. And we have you feeling stressed. All right. There are 3 people in the mix. I'm hearing there are 3 people in this marriage. Okay. You know, it's a famous Lady Diana phrase. There were 3 people in this marriage. The Magician. Ah, Sag. Let's carry on. The Hangman, Pisces energy. 7 of Cups. The Tower. The Star. Okay, Sag, I have to admit, I think I'm connecting here with a masculine. I do. I think, Sag, you are in a long-term relationship with a Queen of Pentacles, very stable, very grounded. You have manifested commitment with the Queen of Pentacles. But the person that you actually love is a water sign coming through as a Queen of Cups. She's actually your true match. She could be a Pisces. She could be a Scorpio with a Tower. What you're sitting in the Ten of Wands about is you are no longer feeling that emotion for your Queen of Pentacles, and she knows it. She knows you're up to something. She knows you're not the same as you were before with her. And you're sitting in confusion after a Tower moment, realizing that this Queen of Cups is moving on and she's healed from this, as in she's not thinking about you anymore. This was an ex, or this could have been a lover of yours. You may realize, Sag, that you kept this woman waiting. You may have been obsessed with being up in your head about this. You realise, Sag, that you didn't make your move. You may have sat in the Seven of Swords. You may not have told this Queen of Cups that you were actually in a relationship with the Queen of Pentacles. You may have offered her sort of friends with benefits, but what you're realizing now, Sag, is you want to be with this woman. The problem is, Five of Cups, you left her out in the cold, you didn't tell her the truth, you may have been, in the nicest sense, a little bit manipulative in the past, you may have treated her like an option, and she's just emotionally detached, just at the point, Sag, that you're realizing she's really the one for you. It's as if, okay, it's really too late now, you know? Suddenly realizing that you want to be with this Queen of Cups only to figure out that she's emotionally detached. Yeah, Four of Pentacles, you were desperately hanging on to your Queen of Pentacles and you were holding back from this Queen of Cups. You may have done that, Sag, because you knew that you hadn't been honest with the Queen of Cups. You may have twigged that she found out about the Queen of Pentacles and you were worried that she would simply reject you if you went back. Because I think, Sag, you were actually in a family dynamic with the Queen of Pentacles. This High Priestess, Pisces or Cancer potentially, may have intuited that you lied to her about being single. But after that time, Sag, you fell in love with her with the Two of Cups. And you were hoping with the Six of Cups to go back to her to sort of explain. But what you're thinking about is you were actually just sat in the Knight of Wands at the time you met her. You were sat in the Knight of Wands, Sag. She was basically a conquest. This could simply have been a one-night stand or friends with benefits thing. So you held back out of fear that she would sort of call you out and maybe reject you. What you're thinking about now is it's really too late because it seems as if she's emotionally detached. Tower moment is, wow, she's obviously healed. You could be keeping tabs on her somehow. And you're looking back thinking, gosh, you know what? Yeah, I have been sat on my laurels. I've been obsessed with holding back. I wasn't honest with her, Seven of Swords. I did treat her like an option and I left her disappointed. So what you're saying to yourself, Sag, is I'm not surprised that she's moved on. I'm not surprised she's not waiting for me to come back to her to apologise or explain. I'm not surprised. So Sag, you may have to cut your losses. Underneath that is the Page of Cups. You might try and reach out just to say sorry for what happened in the past, but I don't know. Let's see, Sag, what you'd want to say to her. Let's see, Sag, if you could stand next to her and have a conversation, what would you say to her? I'm grateful for this spiritual lesson. Okay, Saggy. Did you realise that she was your karma? You may have realised she was your karma. I wish I could take back my words. Okay, you may have said something harsh. Or you may have blurted out something like, oh yeah, you know, this is just a physical thing. And then thought, oh God, it's not actually. I wish I hadn't said that. You may have been sat a little bit in ego. There was something that you did or said that you bitterly regret. Just being near you is intoxicating, okay? I think you really like this person. There may have been a little bit of obsession. Yeah, I wish I treated you better, okay? Sag, it may be game over. It may be game over, Saggy. You know? Yeah, I know I messed up everything. Saggy, you know you messed it up. You had the choice to leave your Queen of Pentacles to be with the Queen of Cups. You couldn't make that decision. And so you sat thinking about things for way too long, fearful that if you told this woman the truth, she would reject you. And I think, Sag, what you're realizing now is she's completely emotionally detached. You may have thought she was still thinking of you, still wondering if you were going to come back. Yeah, no, I mean, you may have found something online which may even suggest that she's moved on with somebody else. Whatever this is, whatever you found out, you're burdened, realizing you missed your chance. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. But you know, this poor Queen of Pentacles may not have known anything about the Queen of Cups. So you need to think about what you're going to do, Sag, about this Queen of Pentacles, because she deserves you know, to be loved and respected by someone. And if you don't love this Queen of Pentacles anymore, Sag, despite how you feel about the Queen of Cups, who I think is leaving your life, you need to think about this Queen of Pentacles situation. All right, so Sag, I'm leaving it there, moving to the sign of Scorpio. Okay, Scorps, here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's find out what's going to be happening. So, Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Scorpios, please? Friday, the 23rd of May, heading into the weekend and into a new week. What do we have for my Scorpios? The Hermit, Virgo energy, the Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the King of Cups. Scorpio, you're coming through as a masculine. Okay, guys. I think you're very interested in someone who is keeping themselves to themselves. This person could simply be a Virgo. This is someone sat in pre-Empress energy with a lot of options in front of her. You're very confused, Scorpio, masculine, because you want to potentially rebuild the foundation with this person. This is someone you may have dated before but chosen someone else. But you don't know, because she's got a lot of options, whether or not she's going to want to rebuild and make this exclusive with you. What you don't want to find yourself coping with, Scorpio, is you two dating and then realise she's dating a couple of other guys as well. Five of Swords. Okay. Scorpio. Guys, I'm sorry. Is this karma? I mean, is this you thinking, well, yeah, I sabotaged the situation with her before I left her in the dust. I caused drama in this woman's life. Seven of Wands. I then had to put up defenses because she wasn't very happy with me. So she's justified in telling me, you know what, I don't want to make this exclusive. Sorry, Scorpio. Yeah, I mean, you left me before. I'm not going to risk making this exclusive again. No, no, no. I'm going to date you and other guys. You may feel she's well within her rights to do that, Scorpio, but that's what you're nervous about. It's as if, is it worth the effort? Guys, Four of Pentacles, Six of Wands. You're hanging on to the hope that you're going to be victorious in this. You want this woman back. Eight of Pentacles. You want to work on this situation, Scorpio. But you're sitting in the Nine of Swords. It's as if you either have to ask her outright, if we do start dating again, would you be dating other people? Or Scorpio, you're going to need to keep your fingers crossed that she's going to be honest with you. But you may feel she doesn't have to be honest with you, because I don't think you were honest with her in the past. You may have left her for somebody else, caused a drama, and what you're thinking about is, this is my karma. If I find out she's dating a couple of other guys, I've just got to deal with it, because you may have done the same thing to her. Two of Cups. The problem is, Scorpio, you love this woman. You do love this woman. So, what are you going to do? Are you going to give it a shot? King of Swords, Scorps. I think you're a bit strategic in the past. You may have had a choice between her and someone else. Two of Wands. You couldn't make a decision, so you may have offered love to both people. But with a Page of Wands, this person, I feel, who you left in the dust before, found out and they were angry. Yeah, this person was a Queen of Pentacles. This person might well have been a Virgo, okay? You guys with the Ace of Pentacles may have been talking about moving in together, may have been talking about getting married, Taurian energy. But previously, Scorpio, you may have pulled back and simply offered her friends with benefits. And it may have freaked her out. It may have shocked her. She may have thought, what the hell is this? I thought we were heading to the altar. And you're sort of making out as if, oh no, this is just a bit of fun. Because I think at the time, Scorpio, you were actually interested in either playing the field or you were actually interested in another woman. So you left her for someone it didn't work out with, or you left her to play the field. Now you're jumping back into her life. But you're really nervous, Scorpio, because what you're looking at is, wow, she sat in pre-Empress energy with a heck of a lot of options. And I didn't exactly treat her very well in the past. So, Scorps, you're nervous. You're going to go for it because you love this woman. 2 of Cups, but you may feel she's got every right to say, I'm not dealing with this again. All right, let's have a look and see what you'd want to say to this Queen of Pentacles. You see her sitting in pre-Empress energy with a lot of other guys interested in her. It's as if you're looking back, Scorpio, thinking, what an idiot, right? Why did I leave her in the dust for somebody else? Or why did I say I just wanted to play the field? You're angry with yourself. Yeah, I hope that you can forgive me one day. You feel, Scorpio, that she's not going to take you back. You feel she's not going to take you back. I regret lying to you. Okay, because you lied to her. Oh, Scorpio, I'm becoming a better person. Oh. It's as if you met the love of your life whilst you were still sort of learning life's lessons and sat a little bit in shadow, and you're looking back thinking, oh my gosh, you know, what a fool. Oh, Scorpio, okay, I want to tell you how I feel, but you're afraid she's not going to give you the time of day. You suddenly see her worth. You're suddenly looking at her with fresh eyes. You're appreciating everything she brought to the table, but you may be feeling it's too late. Yeah, I know I messed up everything. Okay. So, Scorps, it's up to you. I mean, you can reach out to her and say, hey, just wondered, would you like to meet up? Would you like to go out? Maybe we could go for supper, something like that. But you feel that she may either ignore you, or you may feel she may say, oh yeah, okay, fine, but almost rub it in your face that she's dating a couple of other guys, you know? Scorpio. Interesting, underneath the deck, you and I were too young. Scorpio, you could have met this woman when you were really not ready to commit. It may be that you're looking back thinking, I wish we hadn't have met then. If we'd met now, it would have been fine, you know? Oh, okay. So this is you wanting an ex back, Scorpio. But you know, you never know. Go and have a chat with her. Be really honest with her. Maybe apologise for the past. But don't be surprised if she says to you, yeah, you know, we can meet up, but I'm going to be dating other guys as well. As in, I don't know if I trust that this is going to move into something serious. So just be aware of that, okay? So we're moving to the sign of Libra. So, my lovely Libras, here we go, guys. Let's jump in and see. I'm hearing how you feel about this. Let's see how you feel about this. Okay. So, Archangel Michael, what do we have for my gorgeous Libras? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Masculine or feminine? Thank goodness it's Friday, people. What have you got for my Libras? Okay. Let's see what's going on. I'm seeing somebody keeping their fingers crossed. I don't know why. 2 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles. The Chariot. The High Priestess. The 2 of Wands. Libra, you're sat in the High Priestess energy. you're trying to push down strong emotions. You may have felt disconnected from various people around you, a little bit on your own, maybe. Slightly worried about your money, okay? You desperately want to move forward, but you're using your intuition, and your intuition is telling you, I shouldn't do anything risky yet. That's what your intuition is telling you. It's as if you're desperate to get going onto the new cycle, but you may not be able to afford to do that. Queen of Swords, this is you. Libra, this is you. Page of Cups. Okay, Libra, you may receive an apology from someone. This person may say to you, I'm sorry I sabotaged this. I'm sorry I sabotaged your new cycle. I'm sorry you weren't able to do what you wanted to do. This could be somebody who may have said to you, I'm going to pay you back money that you lent me, and you expected them to, but they never did. And you're sitting there in the Five of Pentacles thinking, I don't know what to do now. Temperance. Libra, you're going to hear from someone who is going to be apologizing for sabotaging your new cycle, realizing that they left you in a difficult situation financially, and that you may have been expecting this person to step up and they just didn't. Wow, Ten of Swords. The Fool. Aries energy. Libra, you may feel that you went out on a limb for this person somehow. You may have lent them money. You may have helped them. Whatever this was, you were expecting something in return. And you were waiting for this. And this is you shell-shocked that it hasn't happened. The Moon. You're now sat in fear thinking, well, I was really expecting something in return, and I feel that something was material based so that you could move to calmer waters, right? You could invest the money that you lent this person when they paid you back, or you could use that money in some way to move into a more peaceful life. But you're realizing that money isn't coming. And with the Four of Swords, what you're thinking about is, okay, I've just got to move forward, try and move forward into this new cycle without this money. Without this money. I've got no choice. This is this person saying to you, I know you went out on a limb for me. I know I put you in a difficult situation. I'm really sorry, but I can't give you what I suggested that I could in the past. And I think, to be honest, Libra, you've been sitting in denial, worried because you're sat in the Five of Pentacles, expecting this money to come in. But what you're doing now is using your intuition, thinking, I've got to move forward in any case because I could just be sat here forever. So this, for instance, could be you, Libra, thinking, okay, I'm in a really small rental flat right now. I have a chance of actually getting myself on the housing ladder into a nice one bed that I could buy when this money materializes from this person. What you're realizing now is this money isn't coming in. You may get an apology from this person. And you're telling yourself, I have to move forward in any case, even if it's to another rental flat, for instance, because I'm just going to keep myself stuck sitting in denial for the next few months. And it's not healthy for me. So you're going to move forward in any case, Libra, into a peaceful place. You're going to heal, but there may be a sense of looking back, feeling betrayed, you know? So, my lovely Libras, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. All right. So, there might have been a connection here with an Aries. We have the Fool and the Emperor. Or this might have been someone that you trusted, someone you thought would act with integrity, somebody who may have the money to pay you back. Four of Pentacles, but they're holding back from you. They're holding back from you. You're looking at past mistakes. Wow, why did I think I could trust that this person would do what they said they would do, right? You're angry, Libra, deep down, because you felt you could trust that they would help you as you helped them or something like that. You knew this person was sat in the Ten of Pentacles, right? This person may have been well known on social media. Libra, you were hoping to manifest a new life with the energy of the sun. You were hoping to manifest a new life. But what you're realizing now is you've got to close that cycle out and move forward with what you have. Because this person isn't going to come up with the money. They're not going to pay you back, or they are going to apologize to you and say, I'm really sorry, but I can't give you what I suggested I could in the past. It may be a disappointment. But Libra, what I want to say is you're going to be fine, guys. You're going to move forward into a beautiful, peaceful place. You're just going to have to watch your finances because you're not going to have the money that you thought you would going forward. All right. So messages from the angels. Let's have a look and see what the angels have to say. Okay. All right, Libra. They are suggesting that you will need to compromise, so you may not be able to move somewhere that is relatively expensive or particularly lovely area. You're going to have to compromise, okay, because money is going to be a little bit tighter than you thought, but you are going to be concentrating, Libra, on improving your health. It could even be your mental health, guys. You may be stressing out, having sleepless nights, thinking, okay, any minute now, this person's going to ring me to say, I've got your money, I can pay you back, or I can help you now. You may have been up in your head about this. You may have been up in your head about this. Yeah, wow. You may have been up in your head about this. Yeah. Okay, Libra. It's unlikely to happen, okay? I don't know, this person may turn up in a few weeks and say, look, you know, here's a little gift. I'm sorry I can't do what I suggested I could do. It may be a lot less money, a lot less, or it may simply be a bunch of flowers, a nice little gift. You may look at this thinking this is not what I expected. But Libra, I think you're going to gracefully accept it and just head forward in any case. Okay? Yeah, you're going to cut your losses, guys. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to move forward. This is you understanding that you're just not going to move into the type of cycle that you wanted to. You're going to have to choose maybe a different direction or a different type of lifestyle. Communicate clearly. So it may well be, Libra, that this is you communicating clearly with those around you that despite feeling a bit disappointed, you're still going to move forward. Okay. Yeah, Libra. And you may also be communicating with someone, Libra, that you are totally ready to let go. Dare I say it, this could have been someone you were very close to. Could have been a father, a grandfather with the Emperor. Someone very influential that you were friends with for a long time. You really felt this person would do what they said they would do. But what you're realizing now is you are ready to let go. You've seen the truth. You're going to whip off the rose-tinted glasses and concentrate on moving forward in any case, okay? All right, Libra. So we are now moving forward to Virgo. Okay, here we go, my lovely Virgos. Wow, a few challenging readings for this period of time, right? Let's just see what we have for my Virgos. So Archangel Michael, energies, please, for Virgos. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Friday, the 23rd of May, moving into the weekend and into a new week. What do we have for Virgo? Thank you, Michael. All right, guys. The Four of Swords. Okay, Virgo, you are sitting thinking about things. You're in a very quiet place at this time. You're thinking about the Ten of Cups. Beautiful. Eight of Cups. Okay. Seven of Swords. Wow. Seven of Wands. What is going on here, Virgo? What is going on here, guys? Five of Swords. Six of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Page of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. King of Pentacles. Virgo, that's you. Four of Cups. Three of Swords. Virgo. Okay. There are two really big storylines coming through, guys. Okay. The first storyline, Virgo, is you are sitting in a beautiful place of stability. You have a lot to offer with the King of Pentacles energy, but you got wrapped up with a woman who was married. You may have spent a long time holding back, giving her the time she needed to make a decision to leave her family, but she didn't. What you realized she wanted was to keep you hanging as a third-party option. So she may have said to you, oh, yes, I'm going to leave. Yes, I'm going to leave. Yes, I'm going to leave. But you realized she was still sat in the Seven of Swords, and she became very defensive when you questioned her. You may have backed off. She may have worried that she'd sabotage this totally with you. She may have said to you, we can move to calmer waters. I'll leave my partner. We can live together. But she didn't take any action. It's as if it was all words, no action. I think you questioned her with the Page of Swords. Well, are we going to move into a new cycle or not? I'm ready to be with you. But you didn't get the response you wanted. With the Four of Cups, she may have said to you, I'm sorry, I just can't do this. You may have felt she lost interest, and you've sat in heartbreak. Okay, well, obviously she just wanted a fling, right? Now, Virgo, you could be a masculine who is married, but it may well be that you've been thinking that at some point you walked away from your partner. You might have had a fling with the Seven of Swords and then been very defensive about that. Basically said to your partner, I didn't cheat on you, when you know you did. You're looking back thinking, I sabotaged this family situation. And you may feel you want to move to calmer waters, maybe even move to another area to patch up your marriage. But you're standing at crossroads because the difficult message of truth is it's going to take quite a lot of money to do this. So with the King of Pentacles, you don't quite know what you're going to do. Do you stay in separation from your partner, or do you move and spend the money on patching up your marriage? You don't know, because with the Four of Cups, she may not still be very happy with you, Virgo. She may still be feeling heartbroken. Underneath the deck, we have the Empress. Now, this either represents, Virgo, a woman who was married, who wasn't honest with you, or this, Virgo, can represent your wife. We have the Page of Cups. This is an apology. We have the Hangman, seeing things differently. Pisces energy there. Pisces energy there. Ace of Swords. You feel something's done, Virgo. Five of Cups, a lot of disappointment, a lot of upset. Either realizing, Virgo, that you took a leap of faith and a risk and it was a really bad idea to cheat on your partner because the whole marriage crumbled. Or Virgo, you're very upset because you may have got wrapped up with a woman who just wanted some fun and you may have fallen in love with this woman. Whatever your situation is, Virgo, I think you're going to end up turning your back and working on your foundation, your money. So whether or not you are in separation from your wife, thinking about divorce or thinking about moving to a new area to have a fresh, clean slate, or whether or not, Virgo, you are pushing down your feelings, healing from a broken heart, realizing a woman who was married that you fell for is not going to leave her partner, everyone's situation is going to be different. So Virgo, you are pulling back, you're healing, and you're concentrating on your money, okay? So Virgo, moving into the Angel Answers deck, what is the advice from the angels? Let go. All right. Let go, Virgo. Okay. And communicate very clearly how you feel. Communicate how you feel. Abundance. So this could be you, Virgo, saying to this Empress, I'm sorry, but if you're going to stay married, Ten of Pentacles, abundance, I've got to let you go. I'm sorry, I'm just wasting my time. It might be, Virgo, that this is you having a very honest conversation with your wife to say, look, I know things have been difficult. I'm sorry I wasn't faithful to you, but I really felt that we were hanging on to this marriage for the sake of financial stability. And I don't think this is working, right? What else are the angels saying to you? Look for a sign, Virgo. You will be guided in the right direction going forward. You will be guided in the right direction going forward. And they're telling you to remain positive. Okay, guys? Remain positive, guys. Oh, because there's a better situation in your future. So, Virgo, all is not lost. I think this was a big lesson for you to learn, whatever happened here. You're putting up strong, healthy boundaries now. You're concentrating on your money. I feel the angels are going to guide you in the best direction going forward. Okay? So we're now moving to the sign of Leo. All right, Leo, here we go. Let's have a look and see what the cards have to say. Friday, the 23rd of May, heading into the weekend and into a brand new week. What do we have for my lovely Leos, please, Michael? Thank you. Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Friday, the 23rd of May. Cards are feeling as if they just want to jump out of my hands. Leo, what's going on, guys? Are you feeling nervous? Seven of Pentacles. All right. Ace of Pentacles. You're thinking about money. You may be thinking about a mistake you made in the past relating to moving. The Strength card. Leo, that's you. Nine of Swords. The World. No, Leo, this is actually very positive for you guys. This is positive for you. You are looking at past mistakes. Yes, it could be to do with your money. You may be thinking, I haven't got a lot of cash. But this is you still coming up with enough to move forward into a new cycle, having the courage to do it. You've been in your head. But I think this is you closing out a cycle of feeling stressed. It's as if you've accepted the status quo. You don't have a lot of cash left. You may have made a few mistakes financially, but you're happy because you're leaving the past behind somehow. Somehow, Leo. Queen of Wands. This is you, guys. You're leaving the past behind somehow. You're fired up, you're excited, you're feeling very creative. Because, Leo, you somehow know that more money is going to come in the future, that this is just temporary. Okay. And with the energy of the Death card, when it does, that's going to change everything. 9 of Wands. So what you're thinking about now is, this is a little bit of a difficult transition for me. It is going to be a bit stressful because I don't have a lot of money to move into this new cycle. You could be retiring. You could be moving location. You could be trying to shift your life in a better direction. And what you'd be nervous about, Leo, is, but I don't have a lot of cash. What you're realizing is money's going to come in later on. Now, in the nicest sense, this could be you thinking to yourself, well, you know, when my parents aren't here anymore, then there's going to be a little bit of money coming from their estate. And that sounds awful to say that, but you're just trying to be practical, Leo. You may be feeling, well, I haven't got any money now. It's going to be really tight for the next 10 years, but it's going to be much better in the future. So I've just got to hang on in there and try and save money and not do anything crazy, right? The Hangman. You're trying to look at things differently, Leo. 3 of Pentacles. You are trying to juggle 3 Pentacles. It's not easy right now. You may be working with bringing in 2 small streams of income. You may have managed to get a loan. You're still juggling money, Leo. You don't have a lot, but you may feel that in the future money's going to be better. Yes. And you're working very hard to move yourself to calmer waters. The High Priestess. You're not going to be speaking to many people, Leo. You're not. You're going to keep yourself to yourself. This is you understanding that this is going to be a bit of a challenging cycle, but you're going to be okay for the next few years, and then you're going to have more money coming in. Yeah, the Hermit, Virgo energy. You're going to pull back. You're doing a lot of thinking and soul searching about the situation. And what you're realizing is it's going to be okay in the next few years. But up until this money comes through, up until I find myself in a much better situation financially, I'm just going to have to be careful. You're being honest with yourself. So Leo, this is you really, really strong, sort of making the best of it, guys. Very positive energy. 8 of Wands. Lots and lots of messages going backwards and forwards about a brand new start. Or Leo, there may have been a situation where you were very upset because maybe you were due for a lump sum of money and somebody said no, or somebody duped you out of this, or somebody said, I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen, and you had to rethink. There may have been an apology. It might have been for a past mistake, Leo, that had nothing to do with you. I feel with the Page of Pentacles, you're there proverbially looking at an olive branch from someone, thinking, well, that's all very well, but how am I going to be able to pay my rent, my mortgage, my taxes? It's going to be tough. But Leo, you're going to make the best of it. You're going to pull in your horns. You're going to watch your money. You may even be moving to a different area that's cheaper. You may find, Leo, that you enjoy it more. It could be quieter. Emperor. Yeah, I mean, Leo, you may have been given an olive branch by an emperor when you were expecting more, right? He may have breadcrumbed you in the nicest sense. There may have been a very unequal give and take situation here. It might have been a bit upsetting. But Leo, we have the Star, which is you sitting in this beautiful, bright light energy. You're healing. You may be working on a lucrative project. You may be working on boosting your finances. You're going to be absolutely fine. So Leo, stick it out. You're not going to be in this situation forever. Things are going to improve. Hang on in there. Be sensible. And in the future, I think money's going to come in. It's going to be a long time coming, but it is going to change your life. For now, you are sat in the Nine of Wands. It's not easy, but it won't be forever, okay? Here we go, guys. What do we have for my lovely Leos? Thank you, Michael. Meditation brings answers. Meditation brings answers, Leo. Ask your angels. I may be dealing with somebody highly spiritual. Yes, Leo, remain positive. It's going to work out, I'm hearing, really, really well in your favour in the future. But you just have to tide over a period of time when you may be slightly nervous. All right. There will be big happy changes in the future, guys. Yeah, exactly. But you are going to have to wait, okay? You are going to have to wait. Cards are jumping. But yes, the situation will improve. You're going to be absolutely fine. Hang on in there, guys. Hang on in there. Keep strong. Choose a new direction anyway, Leo. This feels very similar to the Libra reading. You may have felt very disappointed that something didn't come to pass. You may have felt someone might have been even a bit underhanded with something. You know, you should have had money coming through and you never received it. Ride out this period of time. Keep your finances in check. And I feel money's going to be coming to you in the future. Okay? All right, guys. Moving now to the sign of Cancer. So here we are, my lovely Cancerians. We are nearly at the weekend. Ooh, let's just keep going. So what do we have for my gorgeous Cancerians? Thank you, Michael. What do we have for Cancer, please? Over this period of time, Friday, the 23rd of May, 2025. Okay, I'm hearing someone say, I'm feeling so much better now. Okay, I don't know whether or not you got over an illness, Cancer. I don't know whether or not you've wrapped up a situation. Five of Cups. Yeah, you may be feeling a bit down for a while or something disappointed you. Nine of Wands. Yeah, something stressed you out, Cancer. But you left a situation with the Chariot. And with the Three of Wands, I think you're healing and embracing change. The Empress. Wow, you're sitting in Empress energy, Cancer, all for my masculines. You may have left a very difficult married situation and you may be moving towards a woman who you feel is your true Empress. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles. Cancer, you're either working on your finances or you may be offering a commitment to someone. Six of Wands. Cancer, there's going to be victory and success. There may be victory and success with a Scorpio. We've got Leo here too. Or victory and success, Cancer, because somehow you've managed to turn everything around. Yeah, you're turning everything around, Cancer, and you are closing out this challenging cycle. This is beautiful energy for you, and I'm so pleased, guys. These readings have been challenging. Okay. Judgment. Somebody may have had to face Judgment Day. Hierophant. Or you are making a decision, Cancer, to marry someone. Sag energy, Taurian energy. Page of Wands. This is a message of good news. You could be talking also about children for some reason. Ace of Pentacles. Wow, this is moving into a beautiful new cycle, a golden opportunity. You could be moving in with someone. Someone could be moving in with you. And with the Six of Swords, Cancer, you may be shifting location or you may simply be moving to a calmer place in your life. Cancer, this is really lovely energy. It's as if you've detached from a challenging cycle. It wasn't working for you. It was draining you. It was stressing you out. And Cancer, there's going to be a big turnaround, guys. Yes. Now, underneath the deck, we have the Fool, Aries energy. This is you on a brand new path. The Star. You are leaping into a wish come true. This is also a healing energy. The Hermit. You've done a lot of soul searching about this. Cancer, you are sat in the energy of the Magician. You are holding back from doing anything too impulsive, but you're definitely moving forward into a beautiful new situation. You may be taking care of your health. You're working with the Eight of Pentacles on moving into a stronger frame of mind, is what I'm hearing. And with the Wheel of Fortune, Cancer, I feel it's all to come. It's all to come, guys. Okay? Wow, what a beautiful reading. So Cancer, you are shifting from a very intense, stressful time in your life, moving forward with speed with a Chariot. Your ships are coming in. We've got either an offer of commitment on the table, or you're offering to be with someone, or we've got money coming in, victory and success, major change and transformation, and you're closing out a cycle. The angels are with you. You're following a traditional path. There's good news, the Ace of Pentacles, and you're moving to calmer waters. And with the Wheel of Fortune, Cancer, I feel this has been long awaited, guys. Lovely. So here we go. Archangel Michael, what do we have from the angels, please, for Cancer? Yes, Cancer, you are choosing a new direction. You are choosing a new direction. You're closing out a cycle. Big happy changes afoot. Fantastic. Big happy changes afoot, Cancer. Ooh, and it could be relating to romance. This could be a brand new relationship for you. Very exciting. You're letting go of the past. You're letting go of the past within the next few weeks. Wow. Yes. This is going to be very exciting, Cancer. Whatever you are moving into, Cancer, I feel you're ready for this, and there's no need to worry. The angels are saying, don't worry, Cancer. Move forward, do what is right for you, and don't sit and stress about the past. The past is done, and there's a lot of happiness and success and fulfillment in your future, guys. Beautiful. So, my lovely Cancerians, have a great weekend. And we're now jumping into the sign of Gemini. So, my gems, are you ready? Here we go. Let's have a look and see what may transpire. So, Archangel Michael, we'd like your guidance, your messages for my Geminis, please. Masculine or feminine, moving into the weekend and into a new week. Friday, the 23rd of May, 2025. Wow, 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 wow. So, gems, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, the Three of Cups, and the Hangman. Gemini, you may be wanting to move into a new cycle with somebody you feel a strong spiritual connection with. And you feel this will bring a lot of happiness into your life because you're seeing things differently. So guys, this could be anything. It could be a business partnership. It could be a strong friendship. It could be a love interest. You are feeling that if you shifted forward into a new cycle, it would in some way bring a lot of happiness into your life. All right, gems. Let's see what's going on. That sign is about to drop down. The Four of Swords. Gemini, you've been thinking about something here. You may have been thinking about a High Priestess. Wow, okay. Pisces, Cancer energy. You may have been thinking about love with the energy of the Ace of Cups. And you may view this person as an empress. So to be honest with you, Gem, I think this is you. I'm probably connecting with a masculine, although this could be same sex. I feel, Gemini, you have someone in your sights that you believe will be a perfect partner for you. You've been thinking about this. You've been weighing up the pros and cons. You may have known this person in the past, but you guys may not have spoken for a while. And I think you're about to make your move. Yes, you're about to make your move. It may mean that you need to travel to see this person. It may also mean, Gemini, closing out a cycle with a long-term partner. You may be ending things with a wife to be with this high priestess. Gemini, Two of Pentacles, you're still deliberating whether or not you should approach this woman. The King of Swords, yeah, you're a masculine. You want to move towards this woman to speak your truth, to be honest and open about how you feel. Six of Pentacles, you are going to say to this woman that you are moving through the divorce process, or you are ready for an equal give and take relationship. Ace of Swords, that's the truth. Wow, Gemini. Look at this beautiful, clean energy. Yeah. Three of Pentacles, you want to rebuild the foundation of a connection with a high priestess. Now, there may be a third energy involved. It could be a baby mama. It could be that you have a child with someone. I'm not getting any negative energy though, Gem, because this is you speaking your piece, speaking your truth. That you have been deliberating about doing this for the longest time, maybe having to juggle money, okay? Four of Pentacles, you've been holding back because finances have been a little bit rocky. But Gem, you're making a firm decision to do this. Gemini, Eight of Wands, you are going to communicate with this high priestess that this is what you want. The Star. You may feel she's everything that you could imagine, everything that you've wanted. And with Temperance, Gem, this is you very happy to put your feet under the table, Gemini, and enjoy a really peaceful, happy, stable life. I could be connecting with a Gemini masculine who simply married the wrong woman. I may be connecting with a Gemini masculine who met his true divine twin, his divine feminine, and is detaching from a karmic long-term partner to be with this woman. It may be, Gemini, you've been simply playing the field, concentrating on your career, maybe putting off marriage for quite a long time. You are ready now to make this woman, I'm hearing your other half. Goodness me, guys. Underneath the deck, we have the Four of Wands. Wow, are you going to propose? Are you going to talk about moving in together? The Chariot. You want to move forward with speed with this woman, Gem. You're in love with her with the Two of Cups. This is the woman for you. You feel with the Three of Wands that your ships are going to come in. You're ready to take that leap of faith and a risk with the Fool. With the Hermit, you have been doing a lot of soul searching about this. And I think with the Knight of Pentacles, Gemini, you are ready to lock this woman down. My goodness, Gems, what a beautiful reading. So let's have a look and see what you'd want to say to this woman. Here we go, guys. So what would you want to say to this woman, my Geminis? I love you. That's a good start. The timing just wasn't right for us. Okay, Gemini, you may have met this woman in the past. You might have been in another relationship, or it may well be, Gemini, you simply met her when you were too young. Yeah. You remember every detail of the day that you met this woman. Wow, my beautiful Geminis. I replay our conversations over and over. Yeah, Gemini, it's as if you've suddenly recognized what this connection's all about, you know? Oh my gosh. I'm starting to understand our connection. Unbelievable, yeah? I think, Gemini, you're realizing this woman is your true divine feminine, Empress energy. Really lovely. So, Gems, I'm going to leave it there. A beautiful reading. And we're moving to the sign of Taurus. So, Taurus, are you ready, guys? Should we jump in and find out what's going to be happening for you? Here we go. Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Taurians, please? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Friday, the 23rd of May. Moving into the weekend and into a brand new week. What do we have for Taurus? Thank you, Michael. Let's have a look, guys. Okay. Oh, Knight of Swords. Okay, Taurus, have you got something to say? Five of Swords. You may be having a very strong conversation with someone. I would read this as, I'm angry because you sabotaged a situation. You may be calling someone out. The Lovers. Wow, okay. You may be very angry, Taurus, with a Gemini, or you may be angry with a partner who cheated on you. Knight of Pentacles. The Hangman. I think, Taurus, what you're saying to someone is, I now see that you were hoping to commit to someone else. It's as if, I can't believe I didn't see it before. I'm angry because I realize you sabotaged this, and it's relating to you choosing someone else who I now realize you want to commit to. You're really angry, Taurus. There may be a Pisces in the mix. The Sun, full enlightenment, Leo energy, enlightened. The Hermit may be about a Virgo or a Leo who may have taken a leap of faith and a risk into a third-party situation, Aries energy. And you're looking at the past, Taurus, basically thinking, what a waste of my time. Seven of Pentacles, I can't believe I wasted time on this person who ended up cheating on me, and they're telling me that they want to commit to somebody else. Taurus, you're angry. Guys, I'm really sorry. Two of Pentacles, yeah. This is someone who might have juggled you with somebody else behind your back. There is a sense of heartbreak. Queen of Wands, yes, because there was a Queen of Wands in the mix. You may have felt heartbroken by an Aries, Leo or Sag woman. The Chariot. Wow. And I think what you're saying, Taurus, is I'm gone. That's it. I'm leaving. I'm going to be single. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, Taurus, you're standing up for yourself. You're basically saying to whoever this is, I can't believe I didn't see it. I didn't know you were involved with somebody else. Now what I'm realizing is not only have you been unfaithful to me for a while, but you want to commit to this lover of yours. You're still sort of taking it in, Taurus. And I'm really sorry, guys. Under the deck, Two of Cups. Judgment. This person may have fallen in love with a Sagittarian woman. Empress. You are making the judgment call, I feel, Taurus, as an Empress, Taurus Libra energy, to walk away from this. Ten of Wands. you're really, really stressed because of what this person kept hidden from you. The moon, Cancerian energy, that actually they were breadcrumbing you because they were involved in a third-party situation. I think, Taurus, you are going to hold your head high, turn around, walk into your future and into calmer waters. Okay? Yeah. This person doesn't deserve you, Taurus. This is someone who I think kept a third-party situation hidden for the longest time. You are going to stand up for yourself, move forward. For some of you, if you were married to this person, you're going to make sure you'll get a really decent settlement out of them, and then you're going to look to your future, okay? All right, Taurus, here we go, guys. Let's just see what this person would want to say. I knew exactly what I was doing, okay? So they planned this, Taurus. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. So they are looking back with a sense of regret. It was my fault, but I blamed you? Oh, Taurus. Yeah, this person possibly gaslit you. I think this person gaslit you. Made out as if it was your fault. It wasn't. Yeah, they know they were the ones that messed up everything. Yeah. Taurus, let's have a look and see, final card, what you would want to say to them, right? Yeah, Taurus, that's what you're doing. It's time for me to heal now. Yeah. You're turning your back. Then maybe talk about money here. You are going to end up sitting in the Nine of Pentacles, financially very stable. With the Chariot, you're going to be heading off and you're going to heal, okay? All right, guys. So, my lovely Taurians, I'm leaving it there. We're shifting now to the sign of Aries. So, my lovely Aries, here we go. Let's find out what's going to be happening over the next few days. Archangel Michael, may we have your advice and guidance? What do we have for my lovely Aries, please? Moving into the weekend and into a new week. Friday, the 23rd of May, 2025. What do we have for Aries? Thank you, Michael. What do we have for my lovely Aries? Okay, Michael's saying cut. All right, you ready? The Page of Swords, Aries, right? Wow, the Eight of Cups. Goodness, are you speaking your truth to someone? Temperance. Page of Wands. Six of Swords. Okay, Aries. This is very simple, guys. What you are saying to someone is, I'm really sorry. I've decided I have to let go of you. I've been patient. I've been coasting. I've been doing everything right. I've been giving you all the time that you need for whatever reason. I'm sorry, I've run out of patience now. I'm moving on with my life. I'm moving ahead. So I don't know, Aries, whether or not this was a long distance connection. And it may be that you said to someone, okay, I'll give you some time to think, because if this is going to move forward, then we're going to need to relocate to live together in the same place. And this person kept dragging their heels. I don't know, Aries, whether or not this is someone that you waited for to commit to you. Maybe you've been dating this person for 5 years and you were still waiting for them to propose and they hadn't. You're running out of patience, Aries. Basically, you're saying, I've had enough, I'm moving on. Yeah, guys, the Sun. Because there was something that came to light which made you realize you were wasting your time. Three of Cups. Okay. I think, Aries, you realize that this person was behaving as if they were single when you guys were supposed to be seriously dating. And I think, Aries, something snapped and you thought, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Yeah, Seven of Swords. You found out that your person was cheating on you with someone else, or simply behaving as if they were single behind your back. Ten of Wands. Aries, what you realised was you couldn't hold on to this person anymore. There may have been a very strong attraction. You may have wanted it to work, but it was too draining for you. Queen of Wands, this is you. You're beautiful. You're strong, right? Ten of Cups, you wanted to move into a beautiful family situation with someone only to realise that they were behaving as if they were single. They weren't serious about this. You waited and coasted and hoped that this is somebody who would turn around and say, okay, I'm ready. And they didn't. Knight of Swords. I think you were very angry about this. Yeah, I mean, Wheel of Fortune is you saying to this person, okay, I'm not going to wait anymore. I'm really sorry. I'm moving into a new cycle. Basically, I'm not waiting around anymore. Goodbye. Yeah, and this is you putting up really strong defenses. It's as if I'm going to choose somebody who deserves me, you know? Oh, Aries, okay. Underneath the deck, we have Judgment. I think you were waiting for this person to make a judgment call to move things to the next level, maybe to talk about moving in together, getting engaged. You may have been a bit obsessed about this, or you may have been in love with a Capricorn or a Taurian. You were obsessed about shifting this forward into something much more serious. But with the energy of the Hermit, Aries, Virgo energy, you felt more and more disconnected from this person. And what you realized was the reason was that you were fighting off the competition. You didn't know it, but you were actually in competition with other women. And it was a Tower moment. Aries, Scorpio, yeah. It was as if, okay, all right, my person sat in ego, right? Six of Wands, being strategic, expecting me just to sit there forever, whilst looking at other options. Okay, Aries is fine over there. I'm just going to see who else is around. And Aries, you realise this, and I think this is you giving your person an ultimatum and saying to them, I'm sorry, I'm off. All right, guys. Aries, let's have a look and see what the future's going to bring. I don't want to leave this reading like this at the end. No. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Aries, you may decide to move to another area. Wow. Guys, Queen of Pentacles, you may decide to concentrate on your stability. Aries, it's all looking pretty good in your future. Ace of Cups. This is you sitting in self-love and meeting someone new. Aries, why do I feel as if you weren't supposed to be with this person? Yeah, because you are going to be moving forward with someone stable, reliable, somebody ready to commit to you. It may take a while for this person to enter your life. But Aries, I don't think this was actually meant to be. The divine wanted you to walk away from this person, Aries, because they weren't meant for you. And it's really difficult if somebody says that to you and you're in love with someone. Oh yeah, they weren't meant for you. And this is you, you know, feeling all sort of tearful and upset, thinking, no, I love this person. But Aries, you weren't supposed to be with them. This is the person you're supposed to be with, Aries. You could be moving forward with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, the world. Wow. And you are going to be closing out a cycle, Aries, of feeling stressed out and closing out a cycle of being single. So this is really, really, really good news for you guys. And I'm going to leave it on that note. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. It's much appreciated. I hope you've enjoyed this little reading. Take care of you. Have a great weekend. And I'll be back before you know it with your next set of readings. See you soon. Bye now.